So next year I tried for the Dolphins. That's what Dan Marino showed.
Hey y'all, it's Jacob Hardie here with Untold Stories with Jacob Hardie and Mekhi Mews. First off, we want to thank the Mark for allowing us to film our videos here, and we want to shout out TPL. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. So Mekhi, yesterday, big rank game, home game, us versus Kentucky. How do you feel the energy was in the atmosphere? One, it being a night game again, and then two, us being the #1 school, and then Kentucky coming in as 20, I believe.
Yeah, no, it was unreal. Like I remember UT Martin. I feel like the fans were unreal, it being a night game, but Kentucky was different. I feel like also because of all the hype around the game, I feel like a lot of people like had doubt in us because the Auburn game, how we performed versus Auburn. People were like, "Oh, Kentucky might win." So I feel like our fans really brought it because, I mean, that's just how they are. Like they're gonna bring it every game regardless, whether it's night, 12 game, like whatever the game is, our fans gonna bring it. But it was electric, especially like when they turn off the lights in fourth quarter. That's my favorite part.
It was definitely fun seeing because I mean Carson, boy, I mean Carson balled.
All y'all Carson doubters,
fuel to the fire. Fuel to the fire.
Y'all quiet now.
But CB balled out. I mean, can't even forget. You know, Carson was throwing dots, but Marcus felt like he wasn't catching anything thrown his way.
Oh yeah, Marcus was going crazy.
And then Rara had that crazy catch.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was in, bro. He was like, I wasn't in. They replayed it, he was in. I was like, oh my God.
I'm about to say the 1 foot, I was like,
He rose up.
And like, in Kentucky's defense, shout out to them. I mean, they're good. Like, so I don't want everybody to think that they're shabby or anything like that. I mean, them dudes are definitely a top defense, not only in the SEC, but the country as a whole. You know, we just had a good day. We played our game like we've been saying. You know, if we go out and play our best, we feel like we're one of the best teams in the country. We can go compete. But like, it felt like anything Carson was doing was just on point.
Yeah, like everyone, like the ball was being Brock, rose me. We ran the ball good.
We ran the ball. Kendall coming back. Shout out too.
Glad having Kendall back. We definitely needed him.
Yeah, we needed Kendall back. Just as a leader and just, you know, he's such a positive guy and such a cool guy. It's good to like have his energy back around and during the games and stuff.
So how you feel like first time going out?
Right.
90K people in the stands. How's that feeling? How's the rush? Like, you know, the fans don't get to feel that rush like being on the field. Like how does it feel the first time?
Right. So my first time was last year. My first game dressing was, I want to say, Kent State last year we played. But, you know, no disrespect. Kent State played a great game. They played us really close last year. But, you know, fans didn't really come out for that game. So my first, like, big game dressing was last year versus Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I remember I walked out of that stadium and I was like, whoa. I was like, this is nothing like I've ever seen. I was like, this is what, like, you see and dream of on TV.
Yeah. My first game, where I got that, like, that shock factor, it was, like, UAB freshman year.
Right.
So 2 years ago, before this, when we played UAB, it was 93,000. I'm doing warm-ups. I'm like, it's pat and go. I'm scared. I'm like, don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. I'm like, dang, I'm about to drop the ball for 93,000 people. They go,
like, don't put them in.
They don't even know who I am at this point. They don't even care. But I'm just like so in my head, like just thinking, cause like high school. Like I don't know for you, but my high school, like we probably had like 200-300 fans, like mainly parents. Like we
had a good. I mean, we weren't touching this clearly, but I mean we've had like about 1,000. Like an average, like a decent sized high school stadium, and we used to pack for big games. We would always pack it out. Home games were probably filled up. Yeah. But like you just said, like Tennessee, I knew I wasn't playing, right? But like, I'm nervous. Like I'm going out on the field and I'm doing warm ups, and I'm like, bruh, like, what if I do bad? And I'm like,
what if I do bad stretching?
What if I do bad stretching? like I take off my helmet the wrong way, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's not ready. That's what I'm saying. That stuff like nerve wracking.
They gonna look at my number, 87. He not ready, bro. No.
Like, who's 45?
Chill. Rah. Crazy catch. You think that's catch of the year?
This year, it's got to be up there. You know, Brock had the 2 one-handers last week.
Yeah. Dang. Those are crazy.
Brock had the 2 one-handers last week. Honestly, even Rose, it wasn't as crazy as Rah-Rah's, but even Rose on the where they jumped off sides and we had the free play. Rose like coming back, diving backwards.
Yeah,
that was a smooth catch.
That was a good catch too.
So I mean, it's definitely top 3. It's definitely probably up there competing with Brock's. Yeah. But I mean, Rara, I mean, we know anything back shoulder, he's coming down with it. You can't stop that boy. Jump ball, he coming back down.
He got some crazy ball skills. He has some of the best ball skills I've ever seen.
No doubt.
Around the country, man. We can't just talk about ourselves. We're going to talk about some other schools around the country. Right. Oklahoma versus Texas.
Boy, I watched that game. It was nuts. Like, from the jump.
Yeah.
Oklahoma came out, scored first drive, and it was just like they're going back and forth, back and forth. You know, I'm watching AD on the field.
Watching AD, yeah.
Shout out number 7, Keelan Robinson. He went to St. John's back home. Yeah. But for Texas, by the way. And then Jalil Farouk, receiver number 3, went to Wise High School back home. So shout out to them. But so I'm watching because, you know, I got boys on the field.
Yeah.
But, like, that game was back and forth. And then I'm not going to lie. Even though the score, it wasn't high, but, you know, the offenses were doing their thing.
Yeah.
But Oklahoma's defense just kept making plays when it mattered.
Yeah, they made plays when it mattered. I feel like I didn't realize how big that. Like, I knew it was a big rivalry, but when I seen them playing, like, it was a physical game.
Oh no, that's
like you would think that's an SEC game.
It's shoot, it's about to be. It's about to be.
That's gonna be crazy, especially in the SEC now.
Don't we travel to Texas next year?
Yeah, and Bama, and Tuscaloosa.
Damn. That's a crazy away schedule.
That's a crazy away schedule.
Y'all can't say we play cake teams no more. Can't say that.
Can't say that at all.
So, like, what do you feel about neutral site games? Like, you know, some people like them because they like the whole, like, split down the middle thing.
Yep.
You know, you go to Georgia, Florida, when we play in Jacksonville, it's like half red, half blue and orange. How do you feel about that? Because, I mean, I'll wait to give you my answer and my opinion, but how do you feel about neutral site games?
Honestly, I haven't played a neutral site game. Like, last year, I didn't travel to it, so. But I would imagine it would just be like, it wouldn't be like an away game, because like Auburn, I would say, like, the fans are like, we're getting booed.
Right.
So like we probably won't get booed as much because it's like half our fans too. So it's probably just like a weird atmosphere. It's probably just like dead. Like I don't know.
I feel like it's louder. Or like you said, I've never been a part of one.
I don't know.
I feel like it would be louder because, like, this is a really random analogy, and I don't know why I just can't even. You ever been to, like, an amusement park?
Don't say nothing dumb.
It's not dumb. You ever seen, like, the one ride? It's like the boat, and, like, it sways back and forth.
Yeah.
Were you a kid, like, one side would try to scream louder when they were up, and then the next side would try to do it?
Oh, that's what you're saying? Like, you feel like...
That's what I feel like it would... See, the analogy made sense. The analogy made sense. That's what I feel like it would be like, you know, like Georgia, Florida. Georgia fans are like, whatever goes on the field, we gonna be louder than them, and then Florida thinking the same thing. So I feel like it'd be louder. But personally, I feel like I get the tradition of having, like, you know, the Red River rivalry with Texas and Oklahoma. That's why it's history to have it neutral site. And then us in Florida, it's history to have it neutral site. But I feel like, you know how crazy that game would be at Sanford? Or us going to the swamp and going back and forth every year? Like, that would be nuts.
Yeah, I think I would like to do that. Like,
I at least want to see it. Yeah. Just one time. I just want to see it. I know that game would be nuts.
That would be insane. So we're going to rank these rivalries.
Okay.
We're going to do 1 through 4.
Okay.
1 being the best, 4 the worst.
Okay.
We're not saying it's the worst, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know, history-wise. Yeah, I get you.
UGA versus Florida, Auburn versus Alabama, Ohio State versus Michigan, and Texas versus Oklahoma. Those are some good rivalries, bro. Can we do
That's
1A?
hard.
Can we do 1A, 1B?
Nah. You gotta be cutthroat with it. I don't like all that rank, and there ain't no participation.
All right, UGA versus Florida. That's 1.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't. We might be 3 or 4.
What?
If you want to be real, like, Georgia, I love you. Georgia, I love y'all no matter what. But, like, if we're being real, think of, like, you got the Kick 6, Alabama, Auburn.
Yeah.
You got Cam Newton versus when they had Mark Ingram. Like, don't get me wrong, Alabama or Georgia, Florida had some games, but, like, Michigan, Ohio State, that's like.
Yeah. Nah, Michigan, Ohio State's up there for sure. I may be being a little bit biased.
We're biased, but, like, we might be 3 or 4. Right, I think.
Go from okay, 4. Go 4 to 1. Go worse, and then.
They're gonna kill me. I didn't grow up in the South, so don't hate me. So remember, my bias is because I didn't grow up in the
Are
South,
you
so I
about to
might
put
not
us
know.
last?
We might be 4.
Are you serious?
Georgia, Florida might be 4. Y'all are gonna hate me, but I'm just giving my honest opinion. Georgia, Florida might be 4. I might go Ohio State, Michigan, and what's it called? Oklahoma, Texas are really going back and forth at 3 right now. I think you got to go Oklahoma, Texas at 3. Ohio State, Michigan. Actually, scratch that. Bama, Auburn at 2. Ohio State, Michigan at 1.
Nah, I got Auburn, Alabama 1.
Really?
Same state, bro.
I forgot about
Like,
that. It is same state.
Cause like us and Georgia Tech, like we got a rivalry too, but it's just
Yeah.
it's not the same. Like Auburn versus Alabama
Yeah,
every year.
'cause
every year you don't know who's gonna win. Like
this is major throwback. You also watched 30 for 30s when you were a kid?
a little bit, but
I remember the one War Eagle, Roll Tide or something like that, and like the one crazy dude like poisoned the tree.
See,
Like that's how crazy. Yeah, you're right.
saying,
Okay,
like,
I'll take that back. Switch Bama and Ohio State. Switch those ones. I'll take that. Yeah. They poisoned the trees for a football game.
I got Auburn versus Alabama 1.
See.
UGA versus Florida 2.
You don't mean that.
Yeah, I do.
You don't mean that. You don't mean that.
Yeah, I do. Ohio
They
State
want
versus
authenticity on the show. You don't mean that.
Ohio State versus Michigan 3. And then
Oklahoma,
versus
Texas 4.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, Texas at 4.
I gotta put it 4. But I don't watch college football. I'm just starting to watch college football since I've been in college, so
That's fair.
that,
I've always watched college football.
mine might be biased.
I've always watched college football. But you know what? I get it. I mean, we definitely got history before, Mark Rick and them rushing the field. I thought that was one of the hardest things ever. They rushed the field and started dancing in the end zone. But I just don't. Those are like some like that's deep rooted. Because if you think about it, we got 3 real rivals. We got us and Georgia Tech. We got the Deep South's oldest rivalry with Auburn.
Yep.
And then us in Florida.
I feel like every game.
So that's why.
I feel like every game's a rivalry.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Hey, our coaches,
but
every SEC game.
Oh yeah, every SEC game is a rivalry. But that's my reasoning to dropping us. Because when you think Alabama's rival, who you think? Auburn. You think Ohio State's rival, who you think? Michigan. You think Texas, Oklahoma, one or the other. Yeah. Us, we got 3 options of rivals.
Yeah. We just don't like people.
We just don't like nobody, and nobody like us here. All right, we get into these fan questions.
Let me ask this fan question. Let me ask the first one, man. So, did you do punt return high school?
I did my freshman year. I only did kick return the last couple.
Why only freshman year? You got scared back there?
Got scared?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know why. They just took me off of it. I probably wasn't good. I probably wasn't good. Punt? No, but I was dumb. So for some reason on kickoff, catching the ball like this made so much sense to me.
But on punt,
on punt, I was always a kid go up and do that.
Yeah, sometimes they come like a pass, honestly.
Yeah, because it feels easier. So they just took me off because they're kickoff, you drop it like that, all right.
Yeah.
But you do that on punt, that's a whole live fumble.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's scary. I feel like it's just a lot of pressure.
I think so.
Situation. I don't feel like it's scary. Once the ball is in the air, you'll say before the snap, you're all right. For me, I don't even know where they're gonna kick it. We'll have a game plan, and then they'll
do whatever.
They'll just go wherever. They'll just kick wherever. So
that's the whole point. Yeah.
So then, once the ball's in the air, it's just it's go time.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's just go time at that point. So it's just more decision making early.
Right.
I just feel like if you make your decisions early, it's better.
So, like we said earlier, big win yesterday. Happy about it. What's one word you would use to describe the locker room after the win, without giving too much detail? Just one word to describe the locker room after a win like that. Last year it would probably be a Tennessee or.
Yeah.
We actually didn't really celebrate like that after Ohio State, but TCU, Tennessee or TCU, and then this year Kentucky being a big win. What's one word you could use to describe a locker room after a win like that?
Electric.
Electric.
It's electric. I mean, just getting together with your brothers and, after a game like that, it's just a big game. You just want to celebrate with your brothers, people that you put blood, sweat, and tears with together and just enjoying the moment. You know what I mean?
My word would probably be, and this is going to sound a little cliche and corny, but like I mean it, probably like earned.
Yeah.
Cause like, you know, we talk about Bloody Tuesdays all the time, and then I think Wednesday is the worst day in my personal opinion.
Yeah. Wednesday we got all special.
Yeah, Wednesday all the day, and then you know we have to lift in the morning.
Yeah, Wednesdays.
So like,
well, I ain't gonna lie, every day hard.
every day's hard, but like you know we
hard.
talk about Tuesday, and I'm like I think Wednesday worse in my opinion, but
Yeah.
either way, you know we go through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Still got stuff to do on Friday.
Yeah.
Before the game, we're still doing stuff, you know, mental prep and all that type of stuff. So, like, you know, when you finally go out on the field and everything just clicks,
Yeah.
you're scoring, you're defending, you're making tackles, making big runs.
Yeah.
You know, coming back to that locker room, it just feels like,
Yeah.
whoosh, like everything's just calm. Now you can just finally celebrate.